So we're back in Torrevieja on the Costa Blanca, and we've got some real big news, and this big news is going to affect everyone, and it's to do with the airlines, the 4 low-cost airlines, and also to do with the new law coming in. So yeah, let's crack on and get on with it. This news is going to affect everybody that travels, because most of us use the low-cost airlines, and they've been hit with a €150 million fine. And it's been going on for a while, and now it's getting very close to case, because they've all appealed against this new ruling. And apparently, if they don't get their own way, we're going to be paying more. There won't be so much cheap low-cost flights. They'll all be shooting right up. And this is all to do with the Ministry of Consumer Affairs. All 4 low-cost airlines, and that's your EasyJets and your Ryanairs, all the low-cost ones, all been hit with a big fine. And what they're saying is the passengers that have been paying for this luggage and allocated seats, it all goes against consumer rights, and it's been violating the rules. And yeah, they're going to be hit with a massive fine. And what they're saying is people that are being charged for carry-on and paying extras to pick their seats on these planes all goes against what the old policy says. What they're saying is it all constitutes with the interference with tariff settings, not being able to pay cash for it either, and it's causing a big uproar basically, and they've been found guilty, and they're trying to worm their way out of it in the high courts. So in a statement, what they're actually saying is it's clarified that all airlines, including the free carry-on, suitcase baggage under the seats, the Consumer Affairs wants to force them to include cabin bag as well, and that penalties for passengers only want to pay for the services that they need, rather than having been forced to pay these prices which they really don't need. Of course, the case is still ongoing, and if they lose it, these airlines, we're going to be paying more. There'll be the end of the cheap flights. I can see it all shooting right up. So of course, so that's EasyJet, Ryanair, and you've got the Welling as well. So there, all of them have been going against these rules and making everyone pay, and they just want people to be actually paying what they need, and if they need the extras, pay for the extras, but this should all come in the price. Meanwhile, Ryanair are doing cocktails for under €10. That should be fun, shouldn't it? Considering they've had a lot of drunks on planes lately, causing a lot of chaos, and we've had another case of it. Yeah, another case of a drunk on an airline. Yet again, it seems every other day. This happened last week, and it was on a EasyJet flight coming into Alicante from Gatwick, and the bloke was that drunk on a plane. He was having a fight with one of the passengers, abusive, causing grief with the crew. It was that bad, he tried to open, yes, you got it, he tried to open the door while the plane was in the air. And he thought, well, his explanation was he didn't realise that the plane had already taken off. He was that drunk, and he had to be restrained by passengers and the crew on the plane and be pinned down until he landed at Alicante, where the police were waiting for him. And of course, banged up in a Spanish cell right now. And of course, everyone that's become a member, down in the description or in the comment section, you've got your keyring and your cap. It'll be on your way within the next week or so. All the ones that haven't messaged me with your address, email me your address, it's down in the description, and we'll get you a cap and a Paradise World keyring sent out to you. And thanks for everyone else that's been buying me a coffee and supporting the channel by donating and helping me with my expenses, becoming members. Super thanks. Yeah, thanks for all that. But yeah, we've got some other news to do with flying as well. As from this 1st of June, which was yesterday, they've actually scrapped in 4 of UK airports now. your 100 mil limits on bringing through on your cases, so you don't have to worry about removing all your liquids anymore. The 3D scanners are installed, but they're saying that most of the UK airports next year will have all the scanners in, and there's also some Spanish airports that already got them in, down in Barcelona and Madrid and on Mallorca. But they reckon by next year Alicante airport will have all these 3D scanners, and of course you won't have to take your liquids out, and the limit on the liquids will be increased, so you'll be able to take a litre of water through. Happy days, eh? No more messing about in the airports. The other big news that's come through, and it's been talked about so many times, about what they're going to do with these scooters and helmets and insurances. Well, they've finally got the bill passed now, and it's coming into effect, and it'll be in effect as from next year, the 2nd of January. And yep, you've got to have insurance for these electric scooters, and they've got to be registered with the DGT, and this has all got to be done in a year. Of course, this new scooter law only applies to scooters that are privately owned, and obviously it doesn't apply to these rental ones you find on the street. So yeah, all privately owned ones only. And yeah, Council of Ministers approved it, the modification of the vehicle insurance regulation, in order to include, for the first time, you must have liability insurance, which makes sense really, because these scooters just go around bashing around all the cars, flying in opposite directions of the road. So finally they're going to actually have a law and they can enforce it. So you've got to have this insurance, and you've got to be registered just like you would in UK with your vehicles. So that is great news. So that's all got to be done by the 2nd of January 2026. Okay, soon be round. Before you know it, it'll soon be 2026. The years are rolling by. So yeah, and also old Sanchez is pledged £1 billion of Spanish taxpayers' money, of course, when Zelensky come to visit Sanchez in Madrid, and they met up, all shook hands, and yeah, the old Spanish government is giving £1 billion to Ukraine. It's for their defences on the war. So that's today's Spanish news. Let us know what you think about these drunken louts on these planes ruining it for everyone. And will these airlines be fined this 150 million? And if they do, we're going to be paying for it. Let us know what you think in the comments of all this news today. And don't forget to subscribe, doesn't cost a penny. And check out the links below, and see if you can support me. About time someone bought me a coffee. And become a member, get one of these super duper hats.